Hey, what's up, guys? The Lord Biswa here. So, just got out of Suicide Squad with my lovely wife.
Hi.
So, yeah, get jealous, guys. So, initial thoughts, spoiler free. Expect a full spoiler review next week on the podcast, the Irrelevant podcast. I'll leave a link in the description. But yeah. So, spoiler free initial thoughts. Do you want to go first?
You can. Go for it.
I fucking loved this movie. I ate it up.
Yeah.
I ate it the fuck. Maybe it's because I'm stoned or was.
No.
I'm still pretty stoned. But man, I was crying in a bunch of it because it was so
good.
fucking rad.
There was more emotion in the video or in the movie than I definitely expected. I'll say that.
Right. Well, and like the way they did it, like I don't know where the critics are getting these ideas of it being disjointed and stuff. It was so fucking cool and stylized. Like, we didn't get all the details until the end, and that's why you kind of have this little jump in time.
But there was a build-up that was necessary.
Right, exactly. So, honestly, don't believe the critics. Go see the goddamn movie. It's so fucking cool, and I'm so glad because right before we saw it, I actually read it had the best opening for a Thursday night movie.
That's
this
impressive.
year. It beat Deadpool for
Nuh-uh.
opening night.
Okay, that's impressive. It was really good though.
Right?
I really enjoyed it. All the characters were really fun. There were some shockers in there that you didn't expect to happen. I just want to point out one thing. A lot of people that have seen the movie so far has told me they didn't like Killer Croc. But I want to point out, I think they did a fantastic job.
It's makeup.
Yeah, and
It's
it
not
looks
CGI.
so real. It looks so real when he's moving around. You can see his face moving, the facial
Yeah.
expressions. That
Yeah.
is one thing that I feel the critics got terribly wrong because I've heard a lot of reviews that they hated what they turned him into and made him look like. Me personally, I think it's the best
He was
Killer Croc
so
we've seen
cool.
so far, and they did a
was
wonderful
so
job
badass.
with him. I wish he would have had more like lines. Personally,
Right.
I wish he
Yeah.
was a little bit more involved, but other than that, I really feel they did an amazing job on his character and just the way they portrayed him with his makeup and stuff. It really did look like you could just walk up and feel him and it would just be like real scales, not
Yeah.
makeup. It
No,
was
for
it
sure.
was insanely well done.
It was so rad. Everybody is talking about El Diablo being a big surprise, and that's true. He was a huge surprise. Like,
I liked the character.
Yeah.
It kind of brought a little more humanity into it, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
anyway, dude, so go see the movie.
Definitely.
Just like Deadpool, it had way more heart than I expected, and I loved it. I ate it up, man. Like, I was really fortunate. I only saw like what it was scoring on Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't read full spoiler reviews. I only saw like a little like blurb of like, okay, this is what critics don't like, and I think they're fucking wrong, man. Like,
I've been really trying hard not to read anything with spoilers, and I
Mm-hmm.
almost messed it up yesterday by somebody posting something on Facebook. Face to you guys. But I was really good. Didn't see any of the spoilers, and I even had my niece come in yesterday after her watching it and tried to spoil it for me. You know who you are, you little demon spawn.
tisk.
Yeah. But she was good enough not to spoil it for me, and I would have to say, even if you're not a diehard comic book fan, if you're not really into the superhero movies or anything along those lines, I would still give it a chance and go in and see it, because you'll really be surprised on the just the tone of the movie, for one thing, the way that it presents itself. They really do bring a lot of humanity into the idea of, well, yeah, they're bad, but they could be good in a sense. And I mean, just the emotion that they were able to like connect you to the characters in the way that they did really makes it worth it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I went in there thinking it was gonna be some anti-hero movie where villains get together, they beat a bunch of shit up, blow things up, and then they all, split ways and go on to live their merry lives, just like, a lot of the stereotypical movies out there
Right.
of this genre. But in reality, they 180'd it, went a different way, and it's I wouldn't say it's a family movie. There's definitely things that young children could possibly be offended by from their parents and stuff. But, you know, I would say I would take my 9-year-old to see it in a year, you know, when he's a little bit older, a little bit more mature. It's a good watch. It's a good watch.
Margot Robbie was amazing as Harley. She
killed it.
She was so perfect.
Although I do have to agree with some of the critics, I'm not a huge fan of the shorts. Everything else about her costume is okay. I feel they could have gone a little bit classier with that, but still have that sexiness, that craziness that they were looking for Harley, because she wasn't even wearing booty shorts. It was literally like underwear.
Yeah, it was
it was identical to an underwear style bikini cut. So if they would have put like kind of like the you know, the cutoff shorts,
right?
You know, something along those lines, or even like little jogger shorts that way that were cute. I think it would have been better. But all in all, it was, yeah, of course you liked it. You liked her ass. She did have a good butt. In saying that, and being a fan of the original Harley Quinn, I do wish they would have modified that a little bit. Maybe even put her like in pants as far as like leggings go, or something along those lines.
Like leather pants.
Like leather pants or leggings of that nature, because in a lot of the comics she's wearing the half black, half red leather pants. Yeah, or pleather or whatever, Arkham pants, you know, and I feel like they could have kept everything else on her but added that, and it would have just made it just that little bit more perfect, in my opinion. Yeah. But it wasn't overly sexualized like everybody was saying it was, where they just totally turned her into a slut. That's not the case. In fact, it's the opposite, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, she shows a shitload of strength. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I love strong women. But yeah, no, the effects were amazing. Everything was just rad. I dug the shit out of it. Right up there.
It was good.
I mean, the way it kind of jumped in the timelines a little bit, it was sort of like Pulp Fiction-esque, you know, a lot of flashbacks, and then, you know, we skip out some of the details and stuff, but learn it later. It was cool. I dug it. So, and one of the things that didn't get spoiled for me was who the bad guy was. I had no idea who the bad guy was.
Yeah,
the entire
that's pretty
time.
cool the way that they did that. Even in the beginning of the movie, you weren't really sure until a decent ways into it. I mean, it's...
Well, and everybody thought that we were going to have everything spoiled somehow because we kept getting set photos and stuff, but
no.
There's
not
so
at
much
all.
to this movie that
Not
we haven't
at all.
seen. It's fucking cool.
Well,
like,
you don't even get to see the bad guy until you see the movie.
Right.
None of the trailers, none of the reviews that I've seen, the articles, not even really any of the set photos or anything along those lines that I saw spoiled it. And I was blown away a little bit, and I really, really like the artistic take they took on the makeup and the effects for the bad guys.
Right.
I do want to say
and
that.
And maybe some comic book nerds have figured it out. Some people that are, you know, into it more than I am, but I thought it was fucking rad. So, anyway, yeah, again, expect our totally spoiler review next week. I'm gonna give everybody like the weekend to see the movie. And then we're gonna come back to then we're gonna come back to the Irrelevant podcast in a big bad way. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you've seen the movie, like. If you dug the shit out of it, subscribe.
Yes.
And if you wanna watch the Irrelevant podcast, like and subscribe, and we will have that up next week. All right.
And if you want to see more videos of both me and my husband together, actually say something. Comment, shoot us a message, hit him up on his Facebook page, The Lord Bizwa. You know, throw something up on YouTube. Either way, hit us up, let us know. I'm not usually doing the whole camera thing, but I'll give it a shot if you guys want me to. So, do you want to see more of this stuff?
She's fine. She's so fine. Anyway.
Hit us up. Let us know. We love you.
Everybody's like looking at us like, how'd that fat, hairy fuck get that hot of a chick? Anyway.
It's this charm. Be a nerd and a nice guy and you'll get the pretty ones.
It's true. Yeah, you just got to worship them. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.